Imagine you're driving down the highway, the sun is shining, and suddenly you're involved in a car accident. You're thrown forward, and your body is restrained by a vital piece of safety equipment, the seatbelt. But have you ever wondered where seatbelts came from? Who invented them, and how did they evolve over time? Well, buckle up, because we're about to take a journey through the fascinating history of seatbelts. It's a story of innovation, perseverance, and a relentless pursuit of safety. Let's go back in time to the early days of automotive history. In the 1930s, cars were becoming more popular, and accidents were on the rise. People were getting hurt, and something needed to be done. That's when a few pioneers started experimenting with seatbelts. One of the first recorded uses of a seatbelt was by a man named Edward J. Claghorn, an American engineer who patented the safety belt in 1903. However, it wasn't until the 1950s that seatbelts started to gain popularity. The first production car to feature a seatbelt was the 1959 Volvo PV544. The Swedish car manufacturer had been working on a safety belt system since the early 1950s, and they finally introduced it as a standard feature in their PV544 model. The seatbelt was a simple lap belt, but it marked the beginning of a new era in car safety. As the years went by, seatbelts continued to evolve. In the 1960s, the first three-point seatbelts were introduced. These seatbelts had a strap that went over the shoulder and across the chest, providing better protection for the torso. The three-point seatbelt was invented by a Swedish engineer named Nils Bolin, who worked for Volvo. Bolin's design was revolutionary, and it quickly became the standard for the automotive industry. In the 1970s, seatbelts became mandatory in many countries. Governments started to realize the importance of seatbelts in reducing the number of car-related injuries and fatalities. As a result, car manufacturers began to install seatbelts as a standard feature in all their vehicles. The 1980s saw the introduction of airbags, which worked in conjunction with seatbelts to provide even better protection for drivers and passengers. A combination of seatbelts and airbags significantly reduced the number of car-related injuries and fatalities. Today, seatbelts are more advanced than ever. Modern seatbelts have features like pretensioners, which tighten the belt in the event of a crash, and load limiters, which help to distribute the force of the impact. Some cars even have advanced seatbelt systems that can detect when a passenger is not wearing a seatbelt and alert the driver. But seatbelts aren't just limited to cars. They're also used in airplanes, buses, and even spacecraft. The technology has been adapted for different types of vehicles, and it continues to evolve to this day. As we look back on the history of seatbelts, it's clear that they've come a long way. From their humble beginnings as simple lap belts to the complex, multi-point system we use today, seatbelts have saved countless lives. And it's all thanks to the pioneers who worked tirelessly to develop and improve this vital piece of safety equipment. So the next time you buckle up, remember the incredible story behind the seatbelt. It's a story of innovation, perseverance, and a relentless pursuit of safety. And who knows, maybe one day we'll have even more advanced seatbelt systems that will make our roads even safer. Conclusion: the history of seatbelts is a fascinating story that highlights the importance of safety in the automotive industry. From their early beginnings to the modern systems we use today, seatbelts have played a crucial role in reducing the number of car-related injuries and fatalities. As we continue to push the boundaries of innovation and technology, it's essential to remember the significance of seatbelts and the incredible story behind their development. And finally, here are some fun facts about seatbelts. Did you know that the first seatbelt was made of cotton? Or that the first three-point seatbelt was invented by a Swedish engineer? These are just a few of the many interesting facts about seatbelts that you might not know. So the next time you're driving, take a moment to appreciate the humble seatbelt. It might just save your life. In addition to their life-saving potential, seatbelts have also had a significant impact on the automotive industry. They've influenced the design of cars, with many manufacturers prioritizing safety features in their vehicles. They've also led to the development of new technologies, such as airbags and electronic stability control. And they've changed the way we think about driving, with many people now recognizing the importance of wearing a seatbelt every time they get behind the wheel. As we look to the future, it's clear that seatbelts will continue to play a vital role in the automotive industry. They'll continue to evolve, with new technologies and innovations being developed all the time. And they'll continue to save lives, protecting drivers and passengers from the dangers of the road. So there you have it, the fascinating history of seatbelts. From their humble beginnings to the modern systems we use today, seatbelts have come a long way. And as we continue to push the boundaries of innovation and technology, it's essential to remember the importance of seatbelts and the incredible story behind their development. In the end, the story of seatbelts is a story of human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of safety. It's a story that highlights the importance of innovation and perseverance, and it's a story that will continue to inspire us as we look to the future. And that's not all, there's still more to learn about seatbelts. From the different types of seatbelts to the various safety features that they offer, there's a wealth of information out there just waiting to be discovered. So if you're interested in learning more about seatbelts and the automotive industry, be sure to check out our other videos and articles. I hope you enjoyed the video on the history of seatbelts. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to reach out. And if you'd like to learn more about the automotive industry